Alright, this is basically part 2 of my small con haul. All killer. One killer, rest filler. So this is all killer this week. Well, maybe to some. But before we get to that, we gotta get to our two from the tomb. First up on the two for this character has been basically unreadable for me. Well, I shouldn't say unreadable. Anything modern past 2010 has been pure garbage. I'm talking about the Punisher, of course. Just really bad storylines, really bad designs. The people at Marvel don't want certain people of the population to use that logo, which is a stupid thing to do. To be upset about. People buy your books, man. Just write good story, you know? You shouldn't change your whole, probably one of your best characters around just because you don't like what some people are doing with the logo. But this is going to kick off the summer of pun. We got to make the Punisher violent again. We got to get the Punisher skull back. Make him a man. He's too much of a wuss. Make him violent, you know. But that's number 1 of 2 from the tomb. Next up, we gotta rip this bad boy open. So this book, a lot of you may not know this book, but it was when I was first on YouTube. This was a very, very popular book. I think I own like 2 or 3 copies of this actually now. So I had to pull it out because, well, you'll see. But this is a controversial book. The supervillain in here, or the bad guy, basically gets his energy off of, well, let's take a look at him. You can guess. There he is right there. Yep, you guessed it. He gets his power from cocaine. His name is Snowflame. So if you can find this, man, but, you know, he says cocaine is his god. Cocaine is my god. Every cell of my being burned with white hot ecstasy. Jesus. Cocaine is my god. I am Snowflame. This dude, the part where it, I guess becomes too controversial. There he is, man. That dude looks like he's high on cocaine. Freaking tweaker, man. Let's see here. You know, back in the 40s and 50s, there was like the reefer man, you know. In the 80s, we had cocaine man. Snowflame. But this is where he gets the face full of white powder there. But yeah, if you can find a copy of this, it's usually not too expensive, but it's a good one to have in your collection if you're looking for odd stuff. But most definitely a fun book to have. I mean, and this was his only issue that he was in until, which starts off our small con haul, till we got to Catwoman issue number 23 of the Rebirth. So he was, his first appearance was, I think, what, 1988? Yeah, 88. And he wouldn't have come back till almost, let's see, 2021. So he's been going for quite a few years there. So he ended up picking us up for $1. It has some other character in it that's was a first appearance, so it made it pretty hard to get. I was about to buy a second print, but then I forgot when I was at the shops and stuff. They didn't really carry this title like in bulk. But you guessed it. He comes back and that's what he looks like. Snowflame looks like Miami Vice. So that was the big comeback. So that's the whole reason I was like looking for this issue. To get the second appearance of Snowflame. Let's see, what is this? When did this come out? Oh man, it's probably on the way in the back. Well, I don't know. $2020. So what's that, like 32 years? Something. But yeah, that wraps up our 2.5 tomb. Alright. But yeah, for $1, I couldn't pass that up. I've been looking for that book, so looking on different places. It's always like a $12 book, so I could never find it. So we'll just continue with dollar books, dollar scores. This is beat to hell, but I still had to buy it for $1. I mean, it's got a lot of issues, but it's complete. And it's a first printing, so at least I think it is. Let me just double check. So, of course, this is G.I. Joe issue 21. Yeah, it's the silent issue. One of the most beloved comics in the G.I. Joe line. It was legendary at the time. Still is, I guess. But yeah, that's I'm glad to have another copy of it. I wish I had a nicer copy, but for $1, I can't really complain too much. Also found this for $1. Venom issue number 4. I've been trying to piece this collection together too, or this Ron Venom Lethal Protector. Got the first issue. I think I got the second, and maybe I couldn't find any other issues. But now I have issue 4, the first appearance of Scream. Yeah, I have like I think doubles of the Venom Lethal Protector issue number 1. I got like a real high grade copy, and then I got a reader that I picked that up like $1 bin a few years ago. I just remember going to shows at like the Pittsburgh Comic Con and guys having like those red Venom number 1s. I mean, like stacks. Like I'm talking like that thick of them. Selling for like $3 a pop. I always thought it was crazy. Next up is Miracle Man issue number 2. I've been trying to fill this run in. I have all the Marvel reprints, but now I have issues 3 and 4, 2, 3, and 4 now. And it's just something that always bugged me about the Marvel reprints. It's due to legal reasons. They don't have Alan Moore's name on it, so it just like sort of irks me every time I look at it. So when I can, I just basically replace issues of that run with the original. And I found this for, I think it was $2. Yeah, I paid $2 for this. Now, I'm not sure if I remember, it may have been Sequential Geek that was showing this book. So I decided to pick it up. Motor City Comics. Some of that good old underground stuff. I also picked up. A lot of them have Harry Crumb stories in it, so that's the reason why I picked them up. Or both these have Harry Crumb stories. This is Zap issue number 12. With the Spain Rodriguez cover. I believe it's a later printing, though. It's not in a first printing. I'm going to say it's the fourth printing. Yeah, I want to start picking up more of these kind of books before they start getting outlawed. Pick this up for $1. Anytime I can pick up some Lobo with the Biz covers. I think it's like my third or fourth copy. For $1, I couldn't leave it behind. And this finally wraps up my Lobo miniseries that I've been trying to get back for multiple years now. So I finally got, now I got issues 1, 2, 3, and 4 of 4. It took me a while, and it was one of the deals, you know, of course you can, you know, just go to mycomicshop.com and buy it, but I wanted to buy it for in the dollar bins. I like paying those 1990, 1989 prices. Hey, a wise man said once, nobody beats the Biz. Also got another Lobo book. Lobo and Dead Man, the Brave and the Bald. By Alan Grant and one of my favorite artists, Martin Effin Emond. Let's take a look at this art inside here. He was just on another level. He did a lot of stuff for Roddick and Danzig. Album covers. It's just insane. He did quite a bit in such a short period of time. Next up, another book. Well, actually, this one. Show this one first. Picked up first issue of Cat Claw, number 1. This was basically, if you watched last week's video, there was you bought 10 issues, you got it each one for $1. If not, it was like $2. So I was trying to look for something like an extra issue to pick up to make it even 20. And I grabbed this one out of there, so I figured I'd give it a try. It's from Eternity Comics. Another dollar score was The Dark Knight, issue number 3 from the New 52. Been looking for this book for a long time. Take a quick look inside. You just don't see like books like this anymore from the modern era. When I'm saying like books like this, I'm talking about, you know, books like this. I mean, granted, you can pick up a Jim Balent book, you'll find that kind of stuff, but in the mainstream books, not too much anymore. Also picked up Black Widow issue #1. Black Widow versus Yelena. I actually liked the Black Widow movie. A lot of people didn't, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to check out this Black Widow series. I really liked the Yelena character in that movie, so I figured I'd give it a try. I did spend I think I spent $20 on it, which plus yeah, can't pass up some Black Widow. Some Black Widow and Catwoman, yeah. Tight leather, black outfits, you can't beat that. So I guess you could say the movie did influence me, but it was ended up being like 2 years later. Picked this up for $1. I was like glad to find it. I mean, it's the Uncanny XMen, Days of Futures Past. Been like reading some X-Men stuff. Reading a couple of them digitally. What did that at? Digital versions of it. Copies of the X-Men stuff. I'm not really interested in any like the Silver Age X-Men or anything like that. I'm more interested in like I guess would be like what issue 94 to 300. So I'm just reading through that. It's all new to me, so it's been pretty cool. I found it for $1, so I picked it up. Then while a couple booths down, I ended up finding a trade paperback. This was only $5, so I decided to buy this. Probably one of the first things I'm going to read here this weekend. But for $6, I'm happy. Alright guys, so this concludes our small con haul. Some thoughts on the small con. It was great. Just a joy to be in. Everybody's happy. Everybody's making deals. The small con shows are where it's at. We got a pop culture con around here. I don't even go to it anymore. It's just become just ridiculous. A glorified yard sale or flea market. More worried about filling spaces with people selling gutters and fudge than rather in more of an autograph hound's dreamland. But yeah, it's a great thing. The guy puts it on. I know. I go into a store all the time, and I know he doesn't make any money. He might even be doing this at a loss too, but he does it for the local area. It's just always fun. I think this is like the fourth or fifth time he's had it, and I think he's trying to do it for twice a year. So hopefully there's one in the fall. Yeah, if you got one of these shows around your area, you gotta support them, man. Hell, if you didn't even go, just buy a freaking ticket. They're usually between $2 to $5. I mean, if I wasn't going, I'd probably just buy the ticket just to help them out. But yeah, definitely the whole atmosphere and the people, the small collections, guys that are, have the giant wall books and all that stuff. Everybody's just, having a good damn time, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Next week I'm going to be doing my Three Rivers Comic Con haul, which is going to be maybe 2 vids. Not sure yet. I might just do one giant vid, make it like a half hour. Then I think I got one more vid after that. Then it's going to be summer break. Don't worry, I'll have videos all through the summer. Got a couple pre-planned. But alright guys, enough of the channel update. Check out the links down below. Check all those guys out, man. So definitely check them out. Check out my Instagram. I'm still sorting through a bunch of books right now. So I might have on my for sale page that finally I'll get up and running. Might have some books up there that I might want to either trade for or just sell outright. Not that I'm a seller, but I need I need the space. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.